welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing this holiday inspired makeup look. I know that I missed Sunday's video again, and I'm not going to even sit here and like apologize and be like, oh my god, like I've been so busy. You guys get it. It's the holiday season. I did want to get my little like turtleneck sweater. Like I wanted to make this as festive as I possibly could. So I hope you guys are enjoying this holiday time and spending it with like your family or whatever you guys are doing. I'm very excited for Christmas and I just can't wait. My grandparents are coming home. They moved away and they're coming home to visit for the holidays. So I'm so excited about that. So for today's makeup look, we did do a halo eye. So we kept it really dark on the outer and inner corner, and then we got some pops of shimmer in the middle. I love how this look came out. I feel like this is very dramatic. This is very dark. This is probably one of my favorite looks that I've ever filmed. Plus I'm wearing a dark lip and I don't ever like wearing a dark lip, but I think that I needed to for this look. I felt like, yeah, we could have done a bold eye and a nude lip, but I mean, I feel like that's like the traditional, that's boring, everybody does that, so I wanted to do something a little bit more on the dark side, so that is what we did. We did a dark eye and a dark lip. So guys, before I keep talking and rambling on, if you guys want to see how to achieve this halo, smoky eye, and dark lip, definitely just keep on watching. Hey guys, so we're going in with the Master Palette by Mario, and we're taking this first shade, which is like a nice warm orange, and it's called Isabel, and I'm using this on my Sigma E40, and really I'm working this in the inner and outer corner and kind of in the upper crease area. Since we are doing a halo eye today, I do want to make sure that my inner corner is blended out really nicely and kind of evenly, because it'll make it a lot easier to blend out the dark shade later on. So I'm really focusing a lot in the inner corner and the outer corner, since that is what a halo eye is, darkest in the inner and outer corner. And I love this palette. As you guys see, there was a little bit of fallout from the eyeshadow, but honestly, it's nothing too bad. And this palette has probably been one of my favorites lately. And don't mind my little dance break here. I was just really feeling the music. And then we're jumping in with Violetta and a Sigma E25 brush, and this is where we're going to start making our halo. So I'm going to be applying this on the outer corner of the eye and the inner corner, and I like to just do kind of like patting motions because it gives me a little bit more control of where the product is going. It is okay if you get it on the center of the lid, that's totally fine. We are going to go in later on, but I do want to keep the majority of the product focused on the inner and outer corner. So I feel like patting kind of keeps all the fallout and the shadow kind of where I want it. And then I'm just going to take the E40 from Sigma and really make sure to buff out the edges in the inner corner, outer corner, and through the center. And then I'll add a little bit more of that Isabel shade and blend it out. And we're doing the same thing with the other side, just really pressing the shadow in the inner corner and pressing the shadow in the outer corner. I love halo eyes. I feel like they're very pretty. I do like to take my time because I just love to blend eyeshadow. I know, it's crazy. Then we're jumping in with Noir from Anastasia Beverly Hills. There wasn't a dark enough shade in this palette for me to do a real true halo. I could have used like Claudia or something, which is like a dark blue, but it's not. I really wasn't feeling using a blue. I really wanted like a black. So I just jumped into my Z palette and chose the Noir shade from Anastasia. And as you guys see, I kind of didn't like how intense the black was. So I went ahead and fixed that. And I'm just using this really small brush. When you're doing a halo eye, I definitely recommend, as the colors get darker, your brush gets smaller. You definitely want to be a little bit more precise with the black and really focus it just mainly on the outer and the inner corner to keep this look nice and defined and structured. I really don't like doing crazy structured looks, but for me, a halo eye is a little bit more structured. And then I'm taking Marina from the Master Palette by Mario, and we're going to be using a flat brush and applying this to the center of our lid. As you see, I'm kind of applying it sloppily, but I will go back and forth and just kind of take a brush and just blend out the edges. So the inner corner, outer corner, and the center just really flow together so nicely, and you can't really see any harsh lines. They just kind of blend together. So I'm doing the same thing to the other eye. I don't know why I did one eye before the other. I just kind of like went with it just to see how I liked it. and it ended up turning out exactly how I wanted it to, so I just went and did the same thing on the other side. I did spray a little bit of Fix Plus on my brush, so I just felt like the Marina shade wasn't as, like, saturated as I wanted it to be. Then we're going to be taking Benefit's PoreFessional and applying this all over our face, really mainly where my pores are, which is kind of like on my cheeks, my forehead. Just really want to smooth out my skin so when we apply foundation, it just goes on effortlessly and flawlessly. Then we're taking the Benefit Stick Foundation, and I'm using the shade Spin the Bottle. I have been loving this foundation lately. Definitely not my favorite for oily skin. It's not something I would put on and be like, okay, set it and forget it, and I'll be like totally fine. Like, this foundation is definitely one, if you're oily, you're gonna have to touch up just because it is a cream base, and I feel like cream bases don't really work that well on my skin because they have like a little bit of extra oil in it, so it definitely just doesn't really help my oily skin. But I love how this makes my skin look. It's very medium to full coverage. I definitely do 2 layers just because I like a very full coverage look, but that's just me personally. So I do go in with a second layer, but guys, I honestly really like this foundation, and it is limited edition. So now I'm going to be taking the Urban Decay Weightless Concealer in the shade Light Neutral and applying this underneath my eyes. As you guys see, it is a little bit lighter, so it is going to brighten up our under eye, and I will be applying this every other place we want to highlight, which is going to be down the bridge of the nose, the chin, and the center of the forehead, just to really even out that highlight so it's not like a stark white under eye. But I do like to have my concealer lighter. I just feel like it really just makes the whole look, it just looks so nice. And then I'm taking a beauty blender and just going to blend and pounce my concealer in. I really do take my time. I really want my concealer to look flawless and not crease. So I will bounce the beauty blender several times to absorb any extra product so it's not really heavy under there and it doesn't crease as bad as it normally would. So then we're going to set our under eye, and I'm just using a Sigma tapered highlighting brush and CoverGirl's translucent powder. I love this powder. It really does help with making my makeup last all day. It does really help with oil control too, especially with this foundation. I want to make sure that I'm locked and loaded for the day. And then I'm just setting my whole entire face using the e.l.f. complexion brush, which I love. Mine is very dirty right now, but I honestly need another one. I feel like they're like so cheap, and it's huge. As you guys see, like I am taking up like a quarter of my face each time. All right, so then we're going to contour. I am using a MAC 2 something. I will leave this all down below, but I'm going to be bronzing my whole entire face, and I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit, and I'm first starting at the hairline, and then I'm going to be contouring my cheeks. I definitely like to go a little bit more on the bronzy side because it is winter and I don't like to look super pale, but I don't like using a really dark foundation. So I usually go with a foundation that matches my skin tone and just kind of bronze and contour a little more than I normally would. And then we're going to be taking this MakeupGeek blush. I cannot remember what it is, but it will be down in the bottom bar, as is everything else, like always. And then I'm going to be applying this to the apples of my cheeks, and then we're going to be highlighting. We're using That Glow from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and we're using these 2 bottom shades and an Anastasia A23 brush. I missed how much I actually love these like highlighting kits. I was like going through like looking for products that I wanted to use for this tutorial, and I was like, I have not used these guys in so long, so I just whipped this one out. And I'm in love. I feel like I've been using Champagne Pop a lot lately. And not that I don't love that one, but I feel like I've kind of put all the ones that I've loved aside for that one. And no, I need to get back to my roots. And then I'm taking a flat definer brush from Sigma, and I'm taking that Noir shade, which is the black, applying this super tight to my lash line. And then we're going to be blending that out with Isabel and this Sigma like pencil brush. I love a smoky lower lash line. I didn't want to apply any of the shimmer in the inner or in the like middle. I preferably like a really smoked out lower lash line. And then we're going to be taking the Ofra X Mannymua liquid lipstick in Hypno. Like I said in the beginning, I really wanted a dark, vampy lip, and this one maybe isn't super dark for you guys, but I honestly am a nude lip kind of girl. Like, I just honestly love a nude lip. I just feel like it looks so good on me and it complements every single look. But I think we needed to go a little bit dark today and we needed to be a little bit more dramatic than we normally would. So I'm just outlining my lips and filling it in. And then, guys, this tutorial is done. I hope you guys enjoyed. I love you guys so much. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys all in my next one. Mwah.